to the channel. This is Earth Angel 111. Thank you so much for being a part of the collective. Happy Sunday, y'all. Do remember this will be timeless from when you guys see it. So all day, the intuitive message I was picking up is things are about to change. Somehow you guys are being restored, okay? Redemption song. And we've got, this is a new chapter in your life, hence the title. We will get into it and see specifically how is this going to be a new chapter for you guys. But for a lot of you, this is the change that you've been seeking. So whether you've made these changes in your life or whether God's made these changes for you, I feel like depending on who you are, you know, this has been an effort collectively between you and spirit, whether you realize this or not. And soon you guys are going to have your inner knowing as to why all these changes need to happen. For a lot of you, you could have just really been extremely misjudged. So if you guys are tuning in, look at that. Welcome everyone. So to start, we've got Two of Swords and the Fool in reverse. It's like someone didn't want you to have a new beginning. So this is redemption time for you guys. And this is a new chapter in your life because ultimately, you know, all the things that impede us, that make us feel like we're struggling, it's meant to teach us lessons of perseverance. And so whoever you are, like God's really put you through it. You guys could have really, went through a lot of strength, a lot of things that caused you to feel challenges in your life. And you're about to be at the end of the storm. So if this is you sitting pretty, whether you're divine feminine, divine masculine, this is your message to know that the worst is over, okay? You guys are going to start to feel a lot better soon. A lot of tough cycles had to happen because behind the scenes, there could have been things going on that you were unaware about. It's like divine could have allowed certain things to happen in your life in order for this redemption to come in so hugely that whoever misjudged you has no choice but to respect you guys now. So if you're someone who feel like you were just isolated for the last bit, know that this was all for your own divine protection. Beautiful 8 of Cups there. It's like oftentimes in life when we feel like we are called to look inwards, there could be something about yourself that you needed to change as well. Some of you guys may have just been misgiving to situations that no longer benefited you or never benefited you in the first place, y'all. Some of you guys could have really been dealing with difficult situations that you could have overextended yourself in and you were never supposed to, okay? So all of this has taught you perseverance, and this is the message we have in the pre-shuffle. This is a new chapter in your life. So welcome. So happy to have you guys joining in. I will get specific. For a lot of you, I feel like this could be just like a whole 180 on your life. I'm not even just picking up career or love specific yet. I feel like for a lot of you, you guys needed to change. And sometimes, you know, when you go through a bunch of like endings or difficulties, struggles, right? It can feel like, why is it happening to you? Why are you going through? Possibly for some of you, feeling like, you know, your passions, your inspirations were leading you nowhere. Ultimately, divine has a bigger plan, y'all. And it's really the best part that when you don't see it coming and then it comes full circle, you guys are going to understand why divine didn't want you to see it coming. Because a lot of you guys, I feel like you guys had to make some changes. I don't always get this message, but look at that judgment there. It's almost like you had to make changes in yourself so that those who misjudged you had no choice but to see that they misjudged you. So we're going to leave that judgment card out. Y'all could resonate with being a Pisces, and if not, you could resonate with being a divine feminine or masculine with that. I feel like some of you have really just found your true connection to source, and that was what this needed to be. That's why these difficult situations needed to happen. Beautiful. At the top of the deck, I haven't shuffled yet, but literally I pulled these out and we have You Are a Star. So if you clicked on this message right now or you see this on a later day, you guys are meant to be the star in something, okay? This doesn't just have to be career field. This could be you finding your own self-love, like realizing how much you guys have of value to offer in the world and realizing that some of you guys really could have been settling for less. For others of you, y'all, I could be dealing with some legit stars maybe star seeds, or possibly people who are meant to be catapulted into some type of spotlight. So yeah, if you found this message today on a happy Sunday, hello everyone joining in, just know, woo, cards falling on my lap here. You guys are about to have a major redemption in your life. Oh my gosh, confirmation. Queen of Cups, okay? This is absolutely beautiful. You could resonate with being a water sign, and if not, your emotions could have been extremely unbalanced. I feel like a lot of you could have been placed in such difficult situations, not to like be stressed out and feel like there's endings, but to regain your own emotional stability, because maybe you guys were having moments of either weakness or feeling like you weren't able to manage your own emotions. So depending on how you resonate with that, just know that that was divine showing you things needed to change in your life, okay? I don't often get this message, but someone needs to hear it. And if you're watching this, you probably feel that change within yourself or are about to. Like, you guys needed to change. Maybe some of you guys were overindulging in relationships that no longer benefited you. For others of you, you guys could have been overindulging in friendships that meant you no good, or situations of people in general that truly didn't value you and wanted to see you stressed out. Look at that King of Cups in reverse. King of Cups in reverse represents someone trying to tie down your emotions. Regardless if it's feminine or masculine, y'all, you guys were dealing with one or more people that wanted to see you in an emotional, vulnerable state and keep you stuck there, okay? And this is the end of that tough cycle. This is a new beginning in your life. And some people are about to go through major judgment calls for trying to put you through such tenacity is what I'm hearing. The Tower. So if you've been isolated, y'all, divine does not want you to see what people are going through for the way that they misjudged you or for the situations you face. But for some of you, and I feel like this is like 80% of you clicking this reading, you guys could have mishandled people based on the emotional situations that were going on in the background of your life. So you needed to be isolated, you needed to reground yourself and to find stability. And some of you maybe even needed to take accountability, okay? Accountability for possibly allowing situations that were out of your control to keep you feeling stuck or trapped. So if you guys found this message today, this is a beautiful message of knowing you have passed some type of test, you've gained some type of wisdom, or if you found this message and you feel still like you're stuck in the storm, you're about to receive some major clarity. So yeah, go ahead, like the video, subscribe if you're new. Welcome, welcome. Hello, lovelies. Thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. So yeah, and also we've got the memberships going now. I just started that. So if you want to join with me and YouTube and be a member, it's the Angel Squad. Go ahead and sign up. Greatly appreciated. You guys receive a few bonuses. I will put up some videos for members only at first. Shout outs on the chat, stuff like that. So yeah, welcome everyone. Happy Sunday. And you know, if you're a returning sub, you know usually my Sundays are dedicated to cleaning and just having that day of the rest with the Lord. So just know this message was seriously meant to come out. I was honestly doing the dishes and I received this download and I'm just like, okay, someone needs to hear it. So yeah, you guys, the end of Tower moments. You guys could have felt like you went through a lot of difficulty recently or through the last 6 months, through the summer. Things were going on behind the scenes you may not have even been aware about, okay? It's like I'm getting that there was some type of misjudgment that was placed on you that's now been cleared. Your name's been cleared, or it's about to be. You're resurrected. You are freed from some type of toxic cycle that you guys didn't deserve to be in. But the reason why you were put in that situation was because you needed to experience how to balance your own emotions in times of struggle. And also, I'm really feeling like someone needed to really just put all their strength into divine and to learn how to trust God in even the bleakest of times, okay? That was someone's message. Beautiful. So I'm gonna tell you a little story as we hop into it. I always see on my For You page this beautiful spaghetti recipe that people make, okay? It's like where you mix Alfredo and then you mix the noodles and then you make spaghetti and then you put it all together. Super random, but the point to this story is, I kept thinking, oh, I want to make that. I want to make that. Always forgot. Haven't made spaghetti in months, y'all. Probably 6 months. The odds yesterday, I made spaghetti for dinner, and out of nowhere, I had 1 pack of Alfredo in the cupboard. And then I opened my page on TikTok, and on my FYP, the first thing I saw was that recipe. And I literally had chills and an aha moment, because it goes, divine's timing is always on time. And so whenever you feel like you're really struggling, welcome. Thank you so much. Great to have you. So it's like this. God's timing is better than our timing. You may feel like you've been praying, wishing, hoping for change in your life, for a better job, for a more stable relationship, for a closer bond with your family or friends, whatever it is that you guys are specifically going through. Trust in God's timing, y'all. All I'll say is, I know it's silly, it's about spaghetti, whatever, but the timing was impeccable. And all I could think was, God did that. Like, that was just, whoa. And I was speechless, because as a reader too, as a spiritual teacher, it's just to always trust in God and know that things are meant to play out the way that they are meant to. So yeah, you guys, justice in reverse. In the past, you could have been done unjust in a situation. Whether this was someone walking away from you in a relationship because they could have heard through the grapevine you did this and that and you didn't. For others of you, this could have been people talking negatively about you, or someone assuming something about you, right? However this plays out, you guys, it's like things are about to turn around and you are about to receive some clarity. And for some of you, I think it really had to do with you guys opening up to the fact that maybe you could have been wrong in a situation. And if you weren't necessarily wrong, maybe your perspective on a situation needed to change. And that's really what it comes down to. I don't always feel like people realize that instead of being like, woe is me, if you feel like you're going through difficult situations or in your life you're not where you want to be yet, look at it as a way of God trying to show you, like, change your perspective and things will change. Okay, so with 4 Pentacles in reverse, you could have been going through some financial difficulties. If that's the case, you're about to receive some type of blessing or something to keep going, okay? In order for you to realize that you need to be grateful for what you have. I'm feeling like some of you watching this, you may have more than you realize, and you aren't appreciating all that God has given you. Okay, so some of you guys could have like really started with next to nothing. You could have grew up in a family where you didn't have much. And now it's like you may not be where you want to be. Say this is goal-wise. Maybe some of you want to have a house by now, or you want to have a family by now, depending on your age, right? But it's like, what progress have you guys made so far from A to B? Because it's almost like, too, when you look back 2 years ago from now, for some of you, you're going to realize you've come a long freaking way. Okay, some of you guys may have really changed your living habits as well. Maybe there were certain things you were doing that were unhealthy, and now you could have really changed yourself. Like some of you guys could have been night owls. You love to stay up late, maybe depending on the job or just the way you lived your life. Now, maybe 2-3 years later, you guys wake up at 7 a.m. every day. You go to yoga or you go to the gym and then you move on with your day. Just like little things like that. It's like someone needs to be aware that you guys made that progress happen. And so your life is about to be in a whole new chapter because of the slow steps you've made to get to the progress to where you need to be. Now, others of you with you're a star here, I feel like if you have your own platform, if you're an influencer, if you're a creative type, you're an artist, you have a YouTube page, or you have a small business, you're about to be a star. You may not be where you want to be yet, but look at how much growth you have made so far to get to where you're going. That's the point that God wants you to recognize. So let's see who we got tuning in. Welcome. Thank you so much. So yeah, Magician in reverse. I feel like a lot of you felt like manifestation was not on your side. Hierophant here. Trust in God's timing. Okay, some of you guys, maybe you had a connection with the Most High, but you didn't fully put your faith into God. And know that everything happens when it's meant to, okay? I feel like some of you too, you could have prematurely wished for things, when you wouldn't have been able to handle receiving those blessings, if that makes sense. For example, if you are wishing for major success and abundance when it comes to having your own business, maybe you didn't have the business sense yet behind it to be able to handle such a large projection. For others of you, if this comes down to your finances, God's saying y'all would have freaking spent your finances in areas you didn't need to, and that's why God didn't bring in those blessings yet. And also as well, you know, with the Five of Pentacles here, more often than not, you could also have had people in your life that would have wanted to strip you of those blessings just as fast as you received them. And so that is the point, to realize that everything happens when it's meant to, y'all. So welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. I see we have some new people in the chat here. Give me one. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. All right, let's get into it. Go ahead, like the video, subscribe if you're new. Thank you so much for joining. King of Wands. Now, this is the thing I want y'all to realize. For some of you, especially if you're a divine masculine watching, you guys may have been wishing for like a wife, okay? Or a certain accolade in your career. But what divine is saying is you guys weren't ready maturely. Like, you weren't mature enough to handle those blessings as much as you may have thought otherwise. It's all down to God's timing. So yeah, this is a new chapter in your life. Some of you guys could have been really betrayed in the past. People could have tried to take from you, could have tried to block you from opportunities. Seven of Swords in reverse. For some of you, you literally had something taken from you abundance-wise. This is about to be restored, okay? Some of you guys had something physically taken from you. So whether this was a new career opportunity, or for others of you, I just heard this was a relationship. You could have thought you found the person you were meant to be with, and then they were ripped away from you. What God wanted you to learn is your person will never easily be swayed to go into the hands of another. So someone needs to hear that message right now, y'all. That was never your person. That was never your opportunity. And this is now the time for it to come in for you guys, okay? So you're a star. You are meant to shine. You are an inspiration to many, whether you realize this or not. A lot of you guys, maybe you feel so defeated that you've been holding yourself back from the accolades you're meant to deserve to receive. Okay, so sometimes too in life, when you go through major heartbreaks or loss, what does it do? It makes us turn inwards, sometimes self-isolate. I feel like some of you guys could have really, here, let's turn this a bit so not all, I feel like some of you guys could have really just went through so much struggle that you were holding yourself back from receiving the blessings as well. And so that's what God wanted you to realize, that if you lost something or you went through a struggle or you lost someone, it's because it wasn't meant for you, okay? If you were ghosted, if you were left on red, if you were cheated on, if you thought you were going to get a job promotion and then all of a sudden you didn't get that job promotion, y'all, that wasn't for you. That was meant to teach you perseverance and strength. Ten of Wands, some of you guys would have maybe been thinking about walking away from a career as well, as what I'm hearing. Okay, so currently if you have a YouTube platform, if you have a small business and the numbers just aren't there, don't walk away. This is like clear as day. With this being in reverse, it's not time for you to walk away. It's time for you to persevere. And that is the biggest lesson of endurance as well, because when you persevere, what you don't realize is it's also creating a trickling effect for those around you. You are going to inspire so many other people by never giving up on yourself. And you don't even realize that. I feel like for some of you, you could have one or more people. I saw the Emperor there. And I did a reading earlier this week where it's like an Emperor is watching you. So Aries, Taurus, or Libra energy. Someone who is like, that person's talented. That person has what it takes. Whatever this could be for you. Maybe this is like husband-wife material. For others of you, this is like career-wise, okay? Someone knows you're a go-getter. So are you going to give up in the middle of the race? Nah, y'all got to keep going to the finish line, okay? So if you found this message, balance is coming in, and this is how you're getting this new chapter. Things are being balanced out. Wherever you were previously misjudged, or feel like you lost something or someone betrayed you, it's because it was meant to teach you to never give up on yourself. And I feel like you guys could have overextended yourself. The whole deck just fell. Overextended yourself and then felt depleted, right? Like, the lesson was the right person, the right opportunity. It doesn't just walk away from you. And also as well, y'all, I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you are a business owner or someone who like has a very competitive career, whatever this could be, okay, it takes endurance. If you just like walk away and you constantly start new beginnings, you can't build up that momentum. Okay, so if you're someone who has a platform and all of a sudden you're not doing good, or you already haven't been doing good, you're plateauing, try something new. If you found this message today, y'all, I'll get into it specifically what God wants me to convey, but it's like, look at it differently from a different perspective. And for others of you, you guys were putting yourselves in such a negative perspective that that's why it wasn't working, right? You were looking at it as half empty instead of half full. Where were there areas to improve or grow versus, oh, this just sucks, it's not working out, okay? So especially if you're someone with a small business, maybe you've started or you've like, I just heard Shark Tank, so maybe some of you guys went on Shark Tank and you had no offer, or maybe you're thinking about going on there and you haven't gotten something right yet, y'all. This is because it's all in divine timing. It was for you to learn specifically as well. There was something in your attitude based on what you went through in the past that was holding you back. And don't feel guilty, okay? I don't know who needs to hear this message, because this ain't me attacking y'all. This is like me enlightening you, right? It's like, don't feel hard on yourself if you know you could have handled a situation better, or for others of you, if you just allowed your emotions to overtake. I feel like if you're watching this, you could resonate with tarot because you don't often convey to others how you felt a disappointment in a situation. Maybe this is like your escape. This is your connection without having to say that out loud, right? If you find my readings helpful, or any other reader, or any motivation or prophetic words, anything like that, you could be someone who really holds a lot in, is what I'm hearing from God. So it's like, whoa, confirmation, y'all. You could really be someone who, like, if you go through what you would consider to be misfortunate event in your life, you could be someone who keeps that all to yourself. There's nothing wrong with that, but sometimes it's okay to realize that everyone goes through ish, and like, not telling people what you're going through, holding it all in, could be detrimental to you more than just letting it out to someone you trust, right? Your family, your friends. So yeah, a new chapter in your life. Let's get positive because the sun is right here. Oh my goodness. You guys are about to experience a major change, major turnaround. And this is where that message comes in. This is a new chapter in your life. So we're going to get another deck. And we're going to get specific and see like what this could be. Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. For a lot of you, this is a passionate new beginning in love. So you guys could have really felt like you've given up on dating because you could feel like the past just was no good. But think about it, right? It taught you what you want and what you don't want from a relationship. So instead of being hard on yourself for maybe putting up with too much, or not opening up emotionally enough. I feel like some of you guys, it wasn't even that you went through difficulties with someone you dated, but maybe you held yourself back from really conveying how much they meant to you at the time that you were with them. And now maybe those people aren't in your life and you can't convey that to them. It's never too late to realize that, like, the biggest message I'm getting is if something is meant for you, it's not going to just leave your life permanently. And if it did, it's not meant for y'all. And that's what like you're meant to hear in this message today, okay? Also to think about the like old age saying, if you love something, set it free. If it comes back, it's yours. So if this is a relationship and you felt like you had to let someone go, or they let you go, maybe the person that you're thinking about could have had to work on themselves. Maybe they knew they couldn't give you what they needed to give you in a relationship, emotionally, mentally, maturely. Some of you guys could have really wanted marriage from a person who couldn't even manage to take care of themselves at the point that you wanted that from them. That's what I just heard. Wow. Seven of Swords. So you guys, it's time to speak your truth, okay? If you feel like you lost someone because you didn't open up to them how much you cared about them, the time is now. With Seven of Swords here, could have been 7 months ago, could have been 7 days ago. For others of you, this is just realizing that your truth is your new beginning. Absolutely love that for you guys. Let's get a message. I really want to see message. What you got? Wow, we've got all done out of jealousy at the bottom. Okay, so if you feel like you were betrayed, y'all, friends, family, relationship, you know, there's been some interesting energy coming out in my readings lately. Like for some of you, if you went through a messy separation or divorce, or someone like took your partner from you, or you feel like your partner walked away for someone else. I just heard for some of you guys, someone could have felt like they didn't get the love reaction from you that they deserved. So they went to someone else to get a reaction out of you, to make you jealous. And I'm hearing it worked, because you guys could be watching this right now like, yeah, there was someone else, blah, blah, blah. For others of you, it says they're too smooth with their words. You guys could have really went through a situation where someone could have talked a good game, but when it came to actually doing the things they talked about, the two didn't add up, okay? So if someone promised you the moon and the stars and then they gave you a bag of crap, right? That wasn't your person. And also that would have been a lesson for you to learn. If someone tells you that they're going to give you everything that you deserve and then they walk away to the next person, do you think that's your person? Absolutely not. Because you guys, if you found this channel, you are a divine being and you deserve nothing but unconditional love. Now, it starts with us. I feel like some of you guys expected unconditional love from someone and you didn't even give it to yourself, right? Enough to have boundaries. If someone, there you go, amen. If someone did not give you the respect and the love you deserved, but you kept sticking around hoping they would change, that's why God never allowed them to change in front of you, because you needed to learn that, you know, sometimes it's like, people don't deserve ample chances, right, to play with you. And for others of you, it's not even that. It's like you guys could have just not been ready enough emotionally for the love that you know you deserved and wanted. Pretended to be you to get them. Oh my goodness. Okay. So some of you guys were dealing with someone in your inner circle. We got social butterfly here. So this would have been someone you know. Someone you know, someone who's close to you, could have used your energy to mask themselves to take someone from you. Now, the thing is, that could have worked initially, but it only lasts for so long, right? And the lesson for you guys to learn was you don't wait around for no one, because if they're meant to come back to you, they're meant to come back to you. But in life, our life is about us evolving, about being a better version of ourselves than yesterday. Wow. And it's like, if you're waiting for someone, you're only stagnating your own growth. Okay, so the lesson for some of you guys was, if you really love this person, let them go be, and you go do your own thing. And if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. It says we belong together. Okay, so some of you, if you've been in a separation with someone, they're like, damn, I want my person back. Through the good and the bad, I want you by my side. So some of you guys, if this isn't your person having this realization, this could also be you. Maybe some of you guys realized that you weren't mature enough to handle the love or the caliber of love that this person wanted to offer you. I feel like I could have some self-saboteurs in this reading right now. And that doesn't mean you're karmic energy, okay? You could have just went through karmic situations which brought you to your divinity, to your divine feminine, divine masculine energy, y'all. Sometimes we accept less than we deserve when we don't love ourselves the way we're meant to. And I feel like if you had someone in the background who took a person from you out of jealousy and you sat and you moped about it, the lesson to learn was to love yourself and to realize how amazing you are. Because when you realize that, then people around you see that energy. When you start holding yourself to a high standard, people around you have no choice but to hold you to a high standard. Friendships, relationships, and especially love. We've got, do you want to meet my family? So some of you guys, maybe before the relationship never got serious, it could have just been more of like, I'm hearing friends with benefits, casual, however this is. Someone in your life wants you to meet their family, and for others of you, this could be you. It says, I still remember everything about the day that we met. So some of you guys, this could be someone who you had an amazing encounter with. It's like serendipitous encounter. When you met this person, it was just, maybe some of you guys knew this was the one, right? But then life has torn you two apart. It's not that it tore you apart, it's that it grew you to this chapter that you're about to be in with this person. So, okay, now we got more specific. I feel like for a lot of you, this is like about you having to evolve yourself in order to get to this new chapter that maybe you've been praying for. You've been manifesting it. For some of you, could be for a long time you've been trying to manifest an amazing love in your life, but you weren't willing to give yourself that love first, right? And for others of you, it's just like learning to let go of anything or anyone that doesn't value you the way you're meant to be valued. So yeah, pretend it to be you to get them. Now if this is the case, and you went through someone specifically pretended to be you to get them, y'all, that only worked for so long, and then your person realized, but I feel like a lot of you, maybe this is when you learn to love yourself more, right? Maybe for so long, I just heard someone could have treated you like a doormat. And then when you finally walked away, the mask fell off. Whoever pretended to be you to get them, that's what God did, okay? God needed you to learn to say, okay, no, you're not going to wait around for this person to respect you, to love you the way you deserve. Because as soon as you had that level up in yourself, what happens? It's a situation, right? It's like the crumbling of fake foundations. There we go. I was going to say groundings. I was at a loss for words, okay? So the second that someone pretended to be you, but you walked away, if you know you resonate with that side of things, or maybe it was vice versa, that's when the masks fall off. And a lot of you, if you were dealing with a twin flame, you could have felt like when you met them, you knew that was your person. And then this person all of a sudden could have just had a wandering eye, or they were off with the next person. And maybe you had no choice but to walk away. For others of you, I really feel like someone just promised you so much, and then their words and their actions didn't match up. But the reason for that was because God knew that you guys almost, I don't want to say mature enough, but that you weren't ready for that level of love. Either you or this person, and for some of you, it's like the two of you guys weren't ready for this level of connection. Because if you don't love yourself enough to know what you do deserve and don't deserve, how do you ever expect anyone else to hold you to that same standard? But the second y'all decide to walk away from someone and be like, nope, I want better, I deserve better, that's when your person's like, they deserve better, I want to give them better, come here, okay? So this is about to happen if it hasn't already. I've been putting out these readings about by Halloween, what can you guys expect? Drop it in the comments right now. If I haven't uploaded your sign yet, what signs would you guys like me to do? I only usually do the earth signs and then like Leo, and sometimes I'll do Gemini or Scorpio because I feel like those are the most like watched. Sometimes I'll do videos, y'all, and I get like 10 views. So I'm like, there's no... But if you guys want your specific sign in there, let me know and I can do one for you by Halloween. Perfect. So Taurus is already up. Welcome, Blue Gem. Thank you for tuning in. I will definitely get up Gemini there for you. And yeah, let me know everyone else, okay? But yeah, the Magician, wow. So God's about to show you some major blessings. Okay, so like I said, if you're just tuning in, the story about the spaghetti thing, I honestly had chills last night because I never have Alfredo, and I had like a packet of Alfredo, okay? Nothing fancy, like a $1 packet where you add water. But the fact was that that is God's timing. God's timing is never when we expect it, but it's always on time. And it honestly just brought me a full moment of clarity where it's like, yo, like put all your faith into God, because God surprises you more than you'd ever expect. And by the way, that spaghetti ting was absolutely impeccable, okay? Impeccable. So yeah, magician here. You guys have been manifesting something for a long time. If this isn't love, I feel like for a lot of you, this is love. This is the person who you're like, wow, you could value relationships a lot and feel like you keep meeting people who just brush you off, don't value you. That's because God knew that you guys either had to let go of some grudges. Maybe some of you guys were holding resentment, okay, on your back too, and you didn't even realize. What we often fail to realize as human beings is even if you put a smile on every day, but you feel 10 pounds of burden and betrayal on your back, people can see that, okay? Depending on the vibration you're in, you could have been dealing with some fellow divine beings, masculine or feminine. And so maybe when you're putting yourself out there to meet someone new, they could have already sensed that energy on you without you guys being aware of that. So instead of them, you know, getting back to you if you felt like you were ghosted, or for others of you, maybe you went on a first date and then you just like thought it was great and you never heard back from them. It's not that this person could have maybe not felt the same attraction, but maybe, you know, especially if you're going to deal with someone who's on your level or higher vibrating than you, sometimes people don't want to tell you things. They want you to experience it on your own, okay? So for some of you guys, you could have been going around saying you're healed, you want to be in a new relationship, but it could have been obvious to people around you that you were wearing a mask. Some of you guys could have constantly gotten in new relationships and had endings, quick endings. I feel like for some of you, if that's the case, you keep trying to date someone new and it doesn't work out, that's because everyone around you can see that you're still completely in love with someone else. I don't know who needs to hear that message, y'all, but that could be the case. And if that's the case, it's because maybe deep down in your heart, you know you're only meant to be with that one person. I see the magician here. Maybe you keep trying to manifest new love. It's weird. My whole right leg just went numb as I said that. Out of nowhere. It never happens in readings. You could have been trying to manifest new love, and maybe in the back of your mind, you knew you were meant to be with one person, okay? Ace of Wands in reverse. Wow. Queen of Coins in reverse. So you could have been dealing with either a fire sign or an earth sign. And for others of you guys, you could be either of those signs or have those placements in your chart. If that's the case, I feel like some of you, they're both in reverse. So if you're either of those signs and you connected with one of those signs and you knew you were meant to be with that person, they're both in reverse. So you guys both needed to evolve spiritually and to realize what you wanted in order for this connection to come together how it's meant to, y'all. Okay, so I feel like too, for some of you, if you resonate with being an earth sign, because I know majority of my channel does, Earth Gang, what's up, or any earth placements, you guys could have been walking around like this, right? You guys, you could be a Virgo, Hermit in reverse. You could be a freaking Virgo. I'm going to go get that coin card that just fell. Hold up. Okay, so this is it. You could have been like wanting new love, but meanwhile, oh, now it's an upright. You were walking around like this, thinking you were walking around like this. And everyone could have saw through that you still needed to heal and overcome something from your past. It says, I'm sorry I let others get in the way of this relationship. So for some of you guys, and I've got a lot on my mind lately, this could be you guys. I feel like either this is your person or this is you guys. You guys could be looking for new love or new opportunities. And it's like you've got just so much on your mind that you need to heal and overcome. Some of you guys, it's about like healing past relationships. Okay, so don't always expect apologies from people because you don't always get that. But if you know for your own sake, you need to say something to someone to get it off your chest, to move forward, to heal, it's okay to do so. I feel like if you resonate with this channel, with the Hermit in reverse, you could be someone who instead of dealing with your own emotions, you could really just like go out and socialize a lot, constantly overwork yourself or over socialize, instead of like, God wants you to sit at home, or you're about to, okay? I just saw social butterfly, right? That came out. So for some of you, that's how you feel like you heal. You don't sit and like reflect inwardly, you keep going. So if this is relationships, instead of processing the hurt you're going through, you're going out, you're ready for the new relationship, right? But this is where God's saying, some of you needed to be sat to inwardly reflect on what could you have changed about yourself or about the way you dealt with a situation from your past. Okay, so a lot of you, this is love, but this also trickles down into other areas of your life. Like, people fail to realize, but if you felt a disappointment in your career, that can affect your relationship. If you felt disappointment in your relationships or your family life or your home life, that can trickle into your career life, into all areas of your life. So some of you guys, amen, blue gem, don't. But I feel like if you resonate with this message, y'all, this is God saying for some of you guys just need to process what's happened to you in order to be able to heal from it. And it's not often I get this message, because most messages I receive lately seems like you guys have been going through a lot. Collective in general, it seems like if you've truly stepped into your divinity, you could have had to let go of a lot of people, walk away from situations, or stand your ground in where you felt like you were done wrong. But this message is about having a different perspective. Instead of constantly feeling like you need to have your guard up, y'all, you need to heal. Okay, so sometimes you're not going to get that apology you want, right? Now with Social Butterfly coming out, we're going to go back to this because this is a huge download I'm receiving. Some of you guys are so steadfast and strong and stubborn, okay? Especially if you resonate with my earth signs, y'all. Most stubborn ever. Earth signs for sure, and fire signs. Most stubborn. And Geminis too. I will give it to Geminis too, right? You guys could feel like you heal by moving forward, okay? By like, oh, whatever, right? But then internally, you guys are processing all that right now, okay? So some of y'all just needed to be sat down on a little timeout to realize where you've done yourself wrong, or where people have done you wrong. Maybe people have done you wrong and you feel like, damn, like, is it ever going to give? God's saying yes, but when you learn how to handle it better. Because sometimes too, we can go through situations where we feel totally betrayed, backstabbed, attacked, lied on. We had the judgment reverse, right? So some of you could have been misjudged or gossiped about, or for others of you, just totally disrespected in some type of way. But what can you do? Because we are only in control of our own actions. We can't control what others project onto us. So for some of y'all like to keep moving forward by being the life of the situation. Maybe you're the type of person always organizing events for the community. For others of you, you could find you're someone who really likes to bring your friends group, your community, your family together. And maybe all of a sudden you felt like you were the one being left out. This was happening because it's like it needed to have a change of perspective in your life. You guys can't control what everyone else puts you through, but you can control how you react. So I feel like for some of you, maybe you got to a point where you felt like you were just tapped out, drained. Or if you're going through that currently, that social butterfly battery is going to charge up again, but it's like learning how to have balance in your life as well. Because often more than not, if you're constantly going out, meeting new friends, having a new relationship because that one didn't work out, like I said, you're internalizing all that baggage and you're carrying it on to next relationships. So some of you guys, if you just went through a period of being single, I just heard maybe 1 to 3 years. For others of you, it could be that you had a friend group and now you feel like you have had a lack, like your circle's smaller now. Instead of looking at it as woe is you, realize how you can heal, okay? And how Sometimes things like that are meant to happen so that you can teach yourself how to have a better reaction when it does happen. So as well, whoa, I just heard some of you guys could be going through a repeated cycle. Maybe you're going through something you once went through a few years ago or 10 years ago or 6 months ago, whatever this could be. If that's the case, it's because you didn't learn the official karmic lesson or the lesson involved in the first place. And so if you feel like you just went through something over again, it's also because you learned how to handle it better, or you're going to realize that. So yeah, 7 of Swords in reverse. I feel like some of you guys could have been lied to or lied about. If you feel like your person walked away from you unjustly or you walked away from them, someone was lying on y'all's connection, okay? And for a lot of you, it wasn't for your own detriment or for the ending of this relationship. It was meant to strengthen your relationship. It was meant to strengthen your own inner knowing of who you are. Now, with the Hermit in reverse, y'all, if you're a Virgo, this message is for you guys, okay? Because we had the Queen of Coins in reverse earlier and this, okay? If you're a Virgo, feminine or masculine, because we got both here. Your lesson to learn that where things have been stagnant in your life is not to break your heart. It's to strengthen your heart, okay? So just know that. And if anyone in the past didn't do right by you in a relationship, get ready, because either they're coming back and they're about to, or someone new is about to change your whole world. So yeah, the Magician, you guys are manifesting long-term success, abundance, and most importantly, people who understand you, okay? So if you feel like you had a group of friends you had for a long time, maybe, and now you have a new circle, or you feel like your circle is smaller, it meant to happen because you've evolved, you've leveled up. So sometimes people can't go with you, you know? But that's okay, because then you'll meet people on your level who are going to add to you instead of devalue you or lie on you or misjudge you. And if this had to do with a relationship or a specific partner, with the Hermit in reverse, some of you could have been in a family with this person. This could have been someone you were married to or had children by. If that's the case, it was meant to happen because you're going to meet someone who doesn't ever put you through that. Or if you have forgiveness and want to have that like reconnection with this person from the past, they needed to heal, to treat you better, to grow up. Like, I feel like some of you guys, it's like, I don't always get this, so don't come at the messenger here, okay? But maybe some of you guys needed to grow up. Like, seriously, this is a message from Divine. Some of y'all were carrying your burdens or acting like woe is you, but it was like, you know, everyone in life, we all get humbled sometimes, okay? And this was meant to teach someone that there's a different perspective you could have had on a situation, or moving forward, how can you have a more balanced perspective? And a lot of you guys, a more grounded perspective. Instead of looking at life like when hurdles are thrown your way, it's the end of the world. It's really just a lesson in perseverance and strength, most importantly. 4 coins, so a lot of you, this could have been to do with some type of financial opportunity, feeling like you guys could have invested a lot of coins into a situation. Maybe you are an investor. If you are someone with a lucrative career, you could have had a major drop in the market. So others of you, you could have feel like you invested in a company or a business and you didn't receive the payout or the reward you wanted. It wasn't meant to break your heart. It was meant to teach you that sometimes in life, things don't play out how we expect it to. But that's also part of the amazing part of life, because what God can take away from you, he can bring in 10 times better. Okay, so like I said, if you lost a relationship or a career opportunity and you're like, that was meant for you, God's like, no, it wasn't. It would have been detrimental to you in the long run. And God sees things that we don't see. And that's what y'all got to remember. And most importantly, like this message today, this new chapter in your life is about you trusting the Most High's judgment for where you're meant to be. We just went from the 4 coins to the Ace of Coins, ultimate abundance. And like, what did I just say, okay? You just saw me split the deck. And the star, okay? I just said how if God can take something away from you, he can bring it in 10 times better. The Ace of Coins is the highest form of abundance. So for example, you didn't get a contract with someone, but all of a sudden, you just got a major accolade or reward. Okay, bigger than you could have ever imagined, and you're like gonna be speechless. For some of you, I feel like if you're in a career, and this doesn't have to do with love, you are about to receive a major reward or award for something you're doing in your life, and you're never gonna see it coming, and then that's gonna restore your faith in God. Or if it hasn't happened yet, it's about to. Okay, so Ace of Coins. Remember, whatever can be taken away from you can be replaced with 10 times more. The blessings. Beautiful. Welcome everyone tuning in. The star. That's crazy because the first message I got, y'all, was you're meant to be a star. So for some of you guys, okay, you're literally meant to light up the whole world. I don't know how this resonates for you. Maybe I'm speaking to a couple actual celebrities in the chat. Hallelujah, if you see this message. Okay, maybe you've been working on a business for a long time, or if you're a content platform creator, you're on some type of, maybe you're a comedian, I just heard, for others of you, actor, actress. Maybe you went for a small part in a local TV show and you never got it, right? Well, you're meant to be on CNN, okay? Like, you're meant to be in freaking global award nominated film, or you're meant to get a Grammy if you're a musician, or you're meant to receive like a huge award. So remember, whatever you didn't get, that's because 10 times better, if not better, with the Ace of Coins is coming in. You could be an Aquarius as well. Aquarius and Earth, major energies we got so far, y'all. So yeah, let's get a few more messages for this reading. 5151 on the chat. So there you go. Wow, King of Wands in reverse. Some of you could be a fire sign as well. If you're a fire sign watching this, you could have felt like you just keep getting the, I'm hearing the short end of the stick, okay? If that's the case, it's because what God's gonna do for you is a million times better than you could ever have perceived. You guys are meant to help communities. Wow, my left ear just started ringing. Some of you are meant to help communities, okay? So maybe as well, the reason why your rewards, especially if this has to do with any type of financial abundance, didn't come in yet, it's because in the past, you would have spent it selfishly, or you would have spent it in the wrong areas of your life, maybe on the wrong person, on the wrong friend group, on family members who meant you no good, however this resonates. And when it comes in for you, you're going to have the spiritual knowledge or the understanding of where God wants you to put that in. And for some of you guys with this King of Wands in reverse, it's because you're meant to be a leader in your community. You're meant to give back to your whole community. Absolutely beautiful. This message is for you. You could have maybe not been fully connected to Source on the level that you are now, that you were then. So if it would have came in prematurely, you would have spent it up. Or if you are someone who does invest into things, you would have invested it in the wrong areas, okay? So for a lot of you, I'm hearing it's investing. Investments, business, real estate. Some of you guys are meant to actually own a lot of real estate. This is the most amazing message download I've ever received. So you know how like all around the world, marketing is very high, okay? Some of you guys are meant to invest your finances into real estate so that you can lower the cost of living in certain areas. Because you know how many people have a struggle, right? When it comes to finding affordable housing. Some of you are meant to create a program like the government does to help lower the cost of living. And that will be because you own so much equity in property or some type of business to do with real estate that you'll have the ability and the say to do that. So if you resonate with that, that is world changing, y'all. That's absolutely beautiful. The sun at the bottom, you could be a Leo, Queen of Swords, you could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. If you're Leo, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, you are meant to do something with helping the cost of living. I've never gotten this message before, but something to do with if you have like major abundance and you are someone who is more like well-known watching this, or even if you're not known, but you are someone who's about to step into some type of major abundance, you guys are literally being chosen by divine to do so. And previously, maybe you would have spent it on fancy cars, dinners, trips, people who didn't care about you. I don't know how that resonates. But yeah, that's someone's message, okay? And not only that, but some of you guys are meant to invest that into the community. Okay, so I saw something beautiful the other day about how there was specifically a football player, I'm not sure his name, but he took a few contracts, he made so much money, he made like $25 million one year, and instead of continuing to play football, drop it in the chat or in the comments if you know his name, because I think this is such a beautiful story. He took his money and he started an agriculture farm, and he is now feeding so many homeless people across the world in third nations, in less beneficial countries, places that don't have the abundance that this person has. I'm not sure where he was doing it even. I just saw the article, but I just thought, wow, like the world needs more people like that. And so if you found this message, for some of you guys, that's what you're meant to do. If you are someone who is you know, you're manifesting from God, you never want to struggle again. You want to have major abundance in your life. Maybe in the past you would have spent it selfishly. So sometimes when you're being held back from that, it's like, it's because when you finally wake up to what God wants you to do, you're going to do the right thing. And, you know, I just thought to myself when I saw that about the football player doing that, like, wow, I wish that more people that were that small percentage of people with that much wealth in their life would help the community, would help the world more, because then you wouldn't see so much poverty, people struggling, right? Because it's like this, there's people struggle, they really struggle, and then the abundant are very abundant, right? And then there's the middle class. But for the most part, depending where you live in the world, you know, there are a lot of places of struggle, and I just think it would be so beautiful if people that had all the abundance like that helped others that need that abundance. And I think that God's doing his best to bring those awakenings to people, because most people, if you do look at, like, there are some great wealthy known creators out there, okay? You can drop in the chat if you could think of someone, but there are certain people that do give back and do create change in not only their community but across the world. And so God is doing his part right now to awaken the collective to do that. And also too, like, if you're someone who constantly craves to be manifesting major abundance in your life, but you don't have that mindset, God's gonna block that from y'all, right? God wants to create abundance in those that are going to create the change in the world. So if you found this message, especially if you resonate with having Leo or any air placements in your chart, you're meant to do that. So yeah, let's get back to love. Got a couple more messages for you, and then I'll close out this reading. Thank you so much for everyone tuning in. If you don't mind, definitely go ahead, like the video, subscribe, just so that more people in the collective can find this beautiful message. And, you know, this kind of, I feel like, connects into I feel like this was over a month ago now, but I did a reading where someone in the world's meant to invent something, create a huge change, like when it comes to how electric cars are a thing now, you know, solar panels, things like that, environmental change, because this is where we're at with our world now. Most things that we need have been created and invented and are in place, but now it's coming down to the point where we need to sustain humanity and persevere and sustain the world and the natural resources more. So if you found this message, yeah, I'm getting all scientific on y'all. Some of you guys are meant to create those changes, okay? And so it's like really about thinking outside of the box at this point. And I feel like that's who Divine's trying to bless. And whoa, if you found this message, you are an alpha, okay? You're a leader in this freaking world, y'all, male or female. You guys, they or them, however you resonate, you guys are meant to create the change in the world that the world needs. And look how I just said they or them. Some of you guys may be inspired to do some type of change like that as well, some type of social change. However you resonate, just know that your voice matters. And this is where this new chapter is coming into your life, because a lot of you needed to step into your own awareness of how powerful you are, how much you're meant to create a positive change in the world. And it started with you changing how you view yourself. Family gathering. Some of you guys are going to be meeting up with your family soon. If this isn't your family, this could be people you consider to be family to you, a circle of people who are like-minded as you. Some of you guys are about to join in a very prestigious group. So beautiful. If that resonates, this could be a spiritual group. For others of you, this could be a clique. I could be talking to a group of celebrities right now, or, you know, this could be a comedian group. This could be a group of scientists. This could be a group of inventors. This could be a social group. However you resonate with this, there is some type of gathering that's going to come together very shortly. You're going to be a part of, that's going to initiate a lot of change into not only your life and this group's life, but the world. Now we've got angel numbers are of significance. Notice how 5151 too, I just said earlier, like 9 minutes ago, was the number, okay? So for some of you guys, you're going to be seeing a lot of repetitive angel numbers. Beautiful. So we just said we have a Manchester fan, Manchester as in soccer or football. What do we got here? For some of you, maybe this is a sports group, right? I was talking about the NFL earlier. So some of you guys may be a part of a sports change, okay? Maybe changing the rules and regulations in sports teams in the Olympics, okay? So that's really beautiful. That's really freaking powerful as well, y'all. If you found this reading, don't sleep on yourself. If you guys know you have an idea in mind that could really change the world for the positive, this is why you were meant to find this reading, because your voice matters. Okay, your voice freaking matters, all right? So I love you guys. We're gonna get a couple more messages and close it out so y'all can eat your dinner, have your dinner, or spend time with your family. And for others of you, if you are someone who, like I said, is a social butterfly, you found this reading tonight because you're supposed to shut your phone off, turn on a nice movie, have a long bubble bath, and allow everything of the stress in your life to come back in the morning. Okay, maybe you guys are trying to get a new job position. Maybe you guys are going through a relationship difficulty with your spouse or your person you were previously dating, or maybe you just feel a lack of love. God's about to change all that around. But someone who's watching, all of you right now in this chat and future who see this, okay? For the next couple hours from when you see this reading, God just wants you to rest, to recharge your battery, because you guys, I'm hearing as well, some of you, if you're trying to get like more numbers in your business, for example, if you are someone who has a factory, an inventory, an online business, however this resonates, it's like, or even you are, whatever career you're doing, your efforts aren't going unnoticed, okay? It's just that right now you guys could be overworking yourself to the point where, like I said, even when it came to love, when you're projecting you're ready for something, you're showing the world around you or God that you aren't, based on how you could be just burnt out. Happens to the best of us. Especially too, if you feel like you're trying so hard to get over a past relationship and you keep dating new people and it's not working out. God's like, but did you take the time just to heal yourself? Because he'll send in the right person in the right timing. For others of you, if this is a career and you're like trying to get a new job right now, if you know you just handed out 45 CVs, that's UK terminology, or resumes for the rest of us, right? If you just handed out all these resumes, this, that, trust in God's timing. Some of you guys are about to receive a call tomorrow morning, I just heard. So tonight, allow the stress to melt away. at least for a couple hours. Some of you guys, maybe you reached out to someone from the past and you haven't heard back from them. I just heard from Spirit. They want to bring you a beautiful offer, but they're just trying to make sure that they have the right thing to say. Okay, they don't want to mess it up. I just heard. And if this is an opportunity in career and you feel like you're struggling to get by, or some of you guys, maybe you're behind on a payment or something like this, it's all coming. You guys could be really overstressing yourselves, okay, in some way or another. And so, yeah, from when you see this reading, y'all, take the couple hours when I click off and you guys are done watching to really just namaste. Some of you guys meditate tonight, okay? Pray more. I'm hearing too from God. Some of you are manifesting, but you're not praying and trusting in divine. Hi, baby. My little kitty's coming. Let's see if he'll pop in for a second. Oh. See if he'll come up and say hi. Oh, okay. He's going right on. Oh, no. He likes to try and eat my flowers, so I always... They're not real, so I'm like, no. Anyways, okay. We'll get him down. Come on, honey. Yeah, can't have the flowers. But yeah, okay, so animal just came up. Some of you guys need to spend more time with your animals. If you have a dog, go give it an extra love right now. Take it for a long walk. You know, if you have cats, spend some time with your cats. Give them a treat. For others of you, I just heard you could have like reptiles. You could have fish. You could have anything like that. It's important as well to spend time with your animals, however it resonates, okay? But for some of you guys, realize as well, y'all, if you have a puppy, puppies are the best for walks, because not only are you walking out the energy from your puppy and like getting your puppy out and about the house. If you walk your cat, hey, all the power to you. Let me know how that works too in the comments. But it's like also when you go for a walk with your dog, you're clearing your own mind. You're clearing your headspace. Walking is amazing. If you don't have any pets, someone needs to get out for an evening stroll. I find genuinely when I'm going through the most stress or like need some clarity, 10-20 minute walk always clears the mind. And then things that seem like mountains become molehills. They're not so bad to face, okay? I see public recognition, beautiful. So some of you guys, if you want that public recognition in your community, in your family, in your job, in your career, or even in your love life, or from your person, it's coming in, y'all. Okay? Unwilling to apologize for what they did. So some of you guys, this goes back to don't always wait for an apology from someone who's not going to give it to you. Learn to forgive them for yourself. And for others of you, I really get that some of you guys, y'all, are the ones who need to apologize to someone. Okay? So don't be afraid to be the bigger person and admit when you're wrong, because some of you need to do that, is what I'm hearing. And that could be the public recognition as well. No one's perfect. If they were, we would be Jesus, okay? And even Jesus didn't have it easy. But realize, y'all, that maybe the public recognition as well comes with you. Maybe in the past you did someone wrong. I don't know whose message this is. This won't be for everyone. A lot of you, maybe you're waiting on the apology. But some of you could have done someone wrong. And maybe you feel like you've healed so far out of that, you don't want to admit that to yourself or to this person. But maybe some of you guys, the healing comes with realizing that you need to apologize to someone. And don't come at me, because that won't be for everyone, okay? But for some of you guys, if you found this message, some of you may need to make an apology to someone. I just saw they feel the same about you. Someone needs to hear that. So either this, I got two messages. First one, also have a cat hair on my one cat. He's so fluffy. I swear every time I pick him and give him a kiss, I have like 5 hairs. Anyway, okay, I think we got it. For some of you, someone feels like they need to apologize to you, and you could feel like you need to apologize to them, okay? This could be mutual. We don't know how this resonates because this is collective. I feel like for some of you, this is someone in your career. And for others of you, this is someone you've done wrong, right? However it resonates, y'all. Sorry, a card fell. However it resonates, okay? Some of you guys, this is a mutual thing between you and another person where you're both meant to apologize to each other. And this could be where the public recognition comes in. Whoa! If you're someone in the public eye and you got a public feud going on right now, both of you are about to make amends to each other, and it's going to be publicly recognized. That won't be for everyone. For others of you, this could be a family thing. Maybe you and someone else in your family both feel like they need to apologize to you, and you could feel like you need to apologize to them. That could be why God put you on this timeout. Maybe some of you guys are very stubborn and you have a hard time admitting when you're wrong. Whoa. Okay, this whole reading, this is why your new chapter is going to begin for a lot of you. You could have refused to apologize to someone in the past because maybe you felt like they did you wrong. But by being the bigger person, any blockings in your finances or blockings in your life in general, that's going to turn into sunshine when you apologize to this person. I don't know who needs to hear that. Don't get mad at me. Some of you, you and this person could mutually want to apologize. For others of you, you could just know you need to apologize and you don't want to. So take it how it resonates. I see just call my name and I will come running. And please forgive me for the past. Let's start over fresh. So if this is someone you're feuding with that's not a lover or family member and this is like career related, both of you guys want a new beginning. So it's going to take swallowing some pride. For others of you, this is a lover, clear as day. Maybe your ego and your pride have held you back from coming to the person you love the most because maybe you feel like they hurt you by choosing someone else or by not giving you the love and the respect at the time you felt like you deserved. This could be where you mutually need to pick up the phone and apologize to each other, right? And I feel like too, in order for you, like maybe you know you're over someone, but you want to find new love. Sometimes it takes having that closure with the past in order for God to say, now you're really ready for the relationship you deserve. Okay, so I don't know who needs to hear that. Maybe you're like, nope, never going back to that person. But also too, maybe they deserve an apology from you. Right? Or maybe this is you. Maybe you deserve an apology from that person. Okay? So however it resonates, just know that God wants you, wow, new beginnings. In order for new beginnings to come in, some of you guys just really need to have some type of closure or just new fresh start. That's what the new chapter is. Healing the past, accepting that new beginnings are on their way. Now, final message to say, y'all. First of all, it says here, the fairy godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby or birth of a cherished idea. Okay, some of you guys, you could have walked away from a relationship with someone you're meant to have babies with. For others of you, you could be having a baby soon. Congratulations if that's the case. And if not, this could be the birth of a new idea. Or like I said, the whole intuitive download I got is a new chapter in your life. If you felt like you went through a lot of endings recently, don't look at it as such a negative ending in your life. Look at where their new beginnings are unfolding. Okay, beautiful. With the sun there, especially if you're a Leo, a lot of you guys, like this could be that you're meeting your divine partner, or for some of you, maybe something happened and you were in a separation from your person and now the two of you have been reunited or are about to be. I feel like with 3 coins in reverse, maybe one of you didn't want to be with the other because of a lack of finances. If that's the case, or like the lack of understanding of each other, realize that there's something significant that could happen that will bring the two of you back together. That won't be for everyone, regardless if you're a Leo or not, though. There's someone in your life that you two create a lot of joy and stability for each other. Okay, so if this isn't love, this is a family member or this is a career like partner. Maybe you had a business with someone before and it fell off because you guys couldn't agree on things. For others of you, like I said, this could have been a family member. This could have been a Leo family member, and you guys could have had a disagreement, and now you're going to come back together. But yeah, I really feel like finances have something to do with it here, though, with the 3 of coins in reverse, okay? For others of you, if this isn't like a family member or someone you love, I really get that this is a business partner, a business rival even. You know, realizing too, when we compete so much, or if you had someone you felt like was constantly your competitor, they're about to have a spiritual awakening that for some of you guys will work better when you come together. Okay? Some of you guys are meant to collaborate on something. Maybe the 2 of you have been going so combative at each other over who gets #1 spot. And it's like, God's like, well, neither of you are going to get #1 spot till you learn how to work together. Whoa. Wow. This is such a beautiful message. I haven't been live in like a week, and look at the message. And all I got in the intuitive download was this is a new chapter for you guys. So yeah, if you found this message, inspiration's coming your way. There's the inspiration fairy to say new beginnings and inspiration coming your way, y'all. So if you also had someone who you felt like misunderstood you, misjudged you, made your life difficult, they're about to realize it's better for the 2 of you to collaborate because you're both so powerful than to hold each other back. Okay? Yeah, wow. Some of you guys, this is literally a business rival about to turn into your BFF. Woo! What was that thing about his family gathering I saw? And I said it's like a group's gonna come together. Some of you guys, like legit, someone who could have literally went against you, maybe the 2 of you are about to realize that you're more powerful together than against each other. Like, think about if you 2 hold such separate, you know, strength, wisdom, courage, inspirational ideas. Think about what that could be collaborated together. I don't know who needs to hear that, especially if this is someone you're either family with, dating, or biggest thing I'm getting is like career vibes on this part of the message. Strength in numbers, okay? So yeah, this could be a huge spiritual awakening for someone as well. Maybe as well, someone else's finances were being held back, or they were experiencing less than they normally do. This could be someone very abundant normally, but maybe they're experiencing a lot of mishaps, loss. It's because God wanted to show them instead of coming against you, they needed to work with you. And both of you guys will receive that abundance and happiness. That's so funny. These are literally like flickering candles, but because of the way the table's moving, it almost sounds like a candle flicker. So I keep looking like, what? But yeah, so any final messages, spirits? Huge though, if this is someone who was against you before, they want your forgiveness, and it could be you as well wanting this person's forgiveness. I feel like too, that's the biggest thing you need to realize is sometimes if you're just willing to accept or admit that you're wrong, what a feeling off your own back, just to be able to go up to someone and say, look, I misjudged you, I'm sorry. Or look, you were going through it maybe, right? Or if not, maybe it's this person feeling that way. But I just feel like some of you could have been in your ego so much that you just refused to admit you were in the wrong, or this person did, or the 2 of you did. And God opened both your eyes up separately to show you that, whoa, some of you guys too as well. Like, say, for example, your business rivals, you both have like a similar idea in a career field. Maybe you're both real estate agents, y'all. So I keep getting real estate. Some of you can, wow, and I just got a low battery flash. So for some of you, you could be combative real estate agents in the same city, country, however. Y'all are meant to collaborate together, and you're going to receive huge public recognition. For others of you, this could be acting, screenwriting, something creative, artist, photography. You could both be chefs. You could both be business owners. Both be musicians. If that's the case, musicians, y'all, time to collaborate. Okay, because strength in numbers. Think about too, if you're both musicians and you've been like using your platforms to go against each other, how much stronger are you to bring both the platforms together, right? Or if you're content creators on YouTube or any other Patreon, any other thing, think about how much stronger you are. And even too, if this is a different belief of your spiritual beliefs, your religions, strength in numbers. When we learn how to understand each other and accept each other, you may not like be all about what the other person's about and vice versa. But when you learn how to accept each other, like that is monumental. Okay, so for a lot of you, that's what God's plan was here to show you. That both or one or you, I feel like both of you separately have been struggling until you learn this lesson. And for others of you, this is a relationship, okay? If this isn't a business thing, I love how first it's love, now it's business, kind of circling now to the two together, because you could be on either side of the fence. It could be all areas of your life for some of you guys. You're meant to go through it until you learned to come together. Especially if this is love or business, okay? So yeah, final message, and then we're going to close this out. I'll get one final message for you just from Spirit, and then I'll do a couple love messages for those who are looking just for like some love messages from your person. I see some new people in the chat, and I just want to say thank you to all the returning subs. We got B2 Husky. Welcome. I know you're always in the chat, so thanks for always showing support. Mick Dawn, we see Satan. Is it like one of those sayings where you're trying to make me say it? I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. My apology. 2000. We'll just call you 2000, okay? Whoa, for some of you, it's going to be 2000 or 200,000, something big like that when you come over this apology. All right. This could be a business contract. Maybe some of you guys are meant to invest together in something, especially if you are someone who has the resources. So when it comes to love, I guess we'll do love first because this is a love message just came in. It says, I want to take you somewhere romantic, just the two of you. So for some of you guys, by apologizing to each other or coming back together, Spirit's saying the two of you are meant to take a trip together. That's going to really reignite your passion for each other or your understanding of how deep this love goes. It says, can we please start over? Now, this is a universal message because regardless, this new chapter, if you're dealing with someone in specific that's holding you back or you feel like is creating obstacles, the two of you both need to start over. To rebuild your connection, your relationship, your partnership, however this could resonate. And then again, we have that message, please forgive me for the past. So a lot of you guys, I feel like you guys might be the ones making the apology to someone. So tonight, after you watch this or from whenever you see this, Spirit wants me to reiterate this one more time. You guys are meant to just take a couple hours to yourself. You don't need to click off the video and jump into pick up the phone, start that new career, right? Like, or make amends with someone. Really just take a few hours to yourself, relax with yourself, and figure out how you want to approach this situation. And Spirit's saying by a good sleep and by the morning, that's when you'll have your clarity. And for some of you, this person might already be like, you might wake up to a text, a call, an email, a contract. If you're stressed about a career, you might wake up to a new interview or a new contract, or I'm hearing a random deposit in your account for some of you. However this resonates, whatever you're stressed about, by the morning, there's going to be some huge clarity in your life. So it's really just up to you guys to take tonight or the next little bit of time just to relax with yourself. Spend some time with your family. If you have kids, spend some time with your kids. If you have a partner right now and you're just stressed about career, spend some time with your partner, with people that love you, okay? And for others of you, it's time for you to just spend some time with yourself. You could be a model. Maybe you guys are waiting for a new contract to come in. That's someone's message. You could be a restaurant owner. You could be debating your whole life path, okay? For some of you, that is your message, and new beginnings are here. Final message we have is you hurt my feelings. So some of you guys, either you hurt someone's feelings or they hurt yours. Time to forgive, time to move forward. And we have Ohio. So you could be from Ohio, or this person could be, or the two of you could be. It's the only place that came out. But yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys, it's just really about maybe apologizing to someone and realizing that the two of you, whether this is love or career or family, you're stronger together than you are beefing. Okay? So this new chapter is here, and it's all because you are someone who is inspirational to others. So new beginnings are here for you guys. And if you found this message, it's meant for you to hear it today. Thanks so much for watching, okay? Have a good night.